Hey guys, Daily Options Guru here, Think Tank Trading. Thank you for joining my live watch list. Definitely a shaky, strange day in the market. As you all know, there's a ton of videos out about it. I'm sure you're all aware of what happened today. Straight down at open, pre-market was even worse. So a lot of people panic sold right at open. Just want to show you a few strategies, the alternative to just panic selling, guys. That is not what you want to do in those situations. There is a method that you can use that is very beneficial, especially for new traders. So I'm going to show you a few right now and show you some strategies that I use today that will help you in the future if you do come across these again. All right, so stay tuned. The first one I'm going to show you guys today is ticker symbol HOL. So this is a company that we're very bullish on. We love what they do. I'm going to show you a brief overview of their website. However, this was holding this $18 support range pretty strong. As you can see from the very first breakout, it bounced off support here, ran up 22.47 and was holding strong. But like most of the market, it just couldn't sustain that sell-off this morning. The NASDAQ especially was way down. So once this lost support, it had lows today of 1461, all the way from 22.47 recently. However, if you did have a position on this near $18 at support where we were buying, you could have doubled down on this. This is why you get a starter position on stocks. You never want to go front load heavy on these things because you never know when these type of days happen. You want to buy on these dips if you're bullish and long on a company, especially. These are not short trades. We don't expect these things to double in a week or in 2 weeks. However, in the next year or two, we absolutely do believe that this stock can double. So double down at 1461 or average in as close as you can and leave some powder in case you have to do it again. Spacs, as you know, have a floor of around $10. So you do have that safety net if it ever does go all the way back down to that. I don't think so. Kathy Wood from ARK Invest is going to be opening a space ETF soon, and I think she's going to buy this. That's just my own personal opinion, but we'll see here very soon. But if you look at this, 1461, it's already back to 1678. Finished strong. So averaging down like that, even from your position at $18, you essentially could be even on the stock right now. So sometimes you have to buy that fear to be profitable in this game. All right. So first one on my watch today, guys, is going to be ticker symbol ATNX. We've actually played this stock already in the past. We bought it around the $11 range. Just an easy swing trade to this $15 range. As you can see, this has very clear support in these areas. Typically when this bounces at this $10.50 to $11 range, it has a channel that is trading into 15, and then it just kind of trades sideways going from support to resistance consistently. However, the reason I'm really looking at this right now, for one, it just came to the downside after getting rejected at 15 again. I'm looking to buy in this range, and I may have to buy this a little early, all right, because this stock has news coming up very soon. So first I'm going to jump over to tip ranks, and I'm going to show you guys the analyst PT on this. So one is 13 days ago, so it's relatively new. The other ones are 2 to 4 months old. However, when they give PTs on these things, they're typically 1 year out. Most people have this thing going average of over 100% up, 23 all the way to $33. And some of these are 5-star analysts who really know this sector well. So I'm going to jump over and show you my FDA calendar and show you what they have coming up very shortly. So if you guys look at this here, this does have a priority review on February 28th, which is very soon. And it is the final stage, and this is for metastatic breast cancer. So you've seen a lot of these stocks run on cancer news especially. And jumping back over to this chart, guys, let me show you something else. So the entire history of this stock, the floor has always been this $10.50 to $11 range, right? You look at this, the thing was trading over $20. The high end has always been $21.11. And the only time it's ever broke down from that trend is March 19th, COVID-19 crash. So I'm not necessarily worried about this because nothing in the market held up during those couple weeks, man. But looking at this now, this is near that very bottom level to where you can easily get in for a swing trade. Now, of course, there's always risk with biotech stocks. You don't know what the news is going to be in regards to whether it's positive or negative. There's always things that can come out of left field. However, sometimes that is in your favor as well. You've seen some of these stocks just jump double, 50, 80% overnight. So for me, if this comes to this support range right here, or even close to it, I'm going to start buying into this thing for a swing trade. Minimum PT at $15, maximum PT, maybe we can break and push towards that 2111. Alright, so the third one on my watch is going to be POLA Power, ticker POLA. Alright, we've played this in the past as well. We bought this thing near $1. We've swing traded it almost on every one of these pops. And if you look at this, I'm going to go to the daily. This had a very, very consistent range that it traded in. Okay, this thing would run, it would get rejected at this resistance level, and it would come down in this trend line right here. And it never broke trend line support one time. It would come down, have a higher support level, trend up, get rejected, come down. And the last time we had this as a breakout play because it did finally break this resistance level and its secondary resistance level. Now I'm going to go to the weekly and show you exactly why those levels were there, right? So here's the level that it could not break. That was just this right here, okay? Once this level was broke, it had a gap to fill near the $10.60 range. And once this was broken, it was just off to the races. This thing went to $30.82 from a $4 entry. Just a massive move for us. And we did sell. We have to take profits on things like that. It's too much too quickly. However, watching this support level where this is falling at right now, guys, it's starting to get interesting again. I don't think it comes all the way down back to these levels. I'm going to be watching this first support level right here, okay? So you see that it came all the way down to 1102 today. It's already back to 1425. So if we can get some type of sell-off in the morning and I can grab anywhere around this range where it's true support, I think these are going to trend again. I don't necessarily think that alternative energy is dead. Most of these just got crushed because of the Texas news. They were reliant on those solar wind farms, and 40% of their power was coming from that. And for those to fail and people to be without power, it really just kind of hit home for people that we're still reliant on gasoline and oil until this transitional phase is over with, you know, and that's the truth. Most cars you see on the street are still gasoline. Most of us don't have Teslas, and Fisker Ocean's coming soon. I know I want to buy one, but until that transitional period is over, you're going to see volatility like this, all right? And a lot of these things were way overextended anyway, but we're going to be looking to get back into some of these things. Jumping over to tip ranks, I want to show you guys, this is basically showing that they closed their public offering as well 13 days ago. Mix that with the news, you know, and that's how you have that big pullback like that. Spac Energy, Sunworks, all the solar, Tesla, Neo, Xpeng, all these things that you see have all gotten hit really hard this week. However, I do think that we're going to be able to take advantage of some of them. So definitely keep POLA Power on your watch list. Look into their technology and just see it for yourself, all right? They got military contracts. They got a lot going on. I think that this can be a future play for all of us. So one more I want to show you guys real quick. This is Las Vegas Sands, something that was called in our group by Callie. And, you know, it did lose support initially. She's seen a ton of call flow for March 19th calls, which I'll show you in a second. And prior to the Super Bowl, which is where she thought, you know, it would get the run, it kind of came to the downside, but found this solid trend line support here at previous support levels. bounced hard, recovered, reclaimed support, and now is breaking out. So I want to scale out and just show you this. This thing right now is pushing to the upside hard. The breakout was right here at 61.10 was the break on this, and right now it's gapping up towards 71.15. So it's going to have another resistance level at 65, 64. But if we can get past this, you know, this thing could still have some room to go. You see what sectors are moving in the market right now. Also, look at this RSI. We're crossing, we're curling hard to the upside. We had a MACD crossover as well, getting some good buying volume in there. It still looks pretty strong. So definitely watch Las Vegas Sands, and I'm going to jump over to the Discord and show you all this call flow on it. So looking at this right here, you guys see dark pool prints. They're just buying a boatload of it. Highly unusual options activities, you see today at 11:15. The calls have just been flowing in nonstop, dating all the way back to January, to be honest with you. There's just been so much call flow on this, and now you see why. So whoever held onto those calls is getting paid handsomely. And for those who didn't grab it, you know, maybe we can still get a breakout play on that. So definitely keep that one on your watch as well. So jumping over to APTX, this is just to show you guys some strategy, okay? So when this was a SPAC, and you can see the clear levels where this was getting rejected right here, okay? Right in this range, you can see that it tried many times to push up and was rejected. You can see it come to the downside afterwards and then run up and trend again, right? This particular time is when it got big news about their merger deal. It gapped up. It was holding a really solid trading trend line, right? Solid support right here, solid resistance right here. It was basically swing trading from 14 to 1790. Today, along with a lot of things in the market, this thing just did not hold support, came to the downside. So if you did have a $14 entry on this, when it came down, you can look on the 1 hour. You see this thing went all the way to $11.40, all right? You could have doubled down on your position or averaged in. Most of the time when you buy something, it's just a starter position for a reason. So if you bought this at $11.40 and it's all the way back to $13 today, you're essentially green on the stock and have room to push back to that $17 to $18. This stock still has news coming in the future, so I would just keep a watch on it. I still like it. They got a lot of news with Microsoft 365, and they're a very profitable company, and this merger announcement is going to be coming for the official date soon, so I can see this coming back up whenever they do get that news. All right, another one I want to make you guys aware of is ticker symbol ALTU. This is Altitude Acquisition. This is a SPAC, just very recently got news. You see it was trading at the $10 range, shot all the way up to $14.54, now at $12.48, and came all the way down to $11 today. So this SPAC is looking to merge very soon. Forgive me, not the actual merger, but the announcement that they will be officially merging. So this is Arian, really great company. I can see this thing having a ton of upside. You can look through this website yourself, ariansupersonic.com. We're engineering transportation solutions fueled by clean energy. You see these are the supersonic jets right here. The makeup of this company, they're basically designed for rich people that can get anywhere in the world within 3 hours. That's their motto, which I'll show you down here at the beginning. But really amazing company and very far away from their production. But if you look at the insides of these things, they're beautiful, at least for their what they have in a concept right now. So really cool. And another reason that I'm looking at these like this is for when that space ETF ARCX opens up, which tickers is she going to put in that ETF, and how much are they going to buy, and how much attention is going to be brought to these stocks based upon that, because that's going to be happening pretty soon, and it's something that we all need to be aware of. And I'm going to compile a list of the top 10 that I think that she's going to be buying, and I'm going to share it with all of you guys, all right? I'll be on here pre-market in the morning to let you know what I see before the market opens. So hope to see you guys there. Hope you enjoyed some of the watch lists that I gave you tonight. Just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence on these things, all right? I'm here to help you in any way that I can, but ultimately it's up to you what you decide to buy. I'm just kind of steering you in the direction that I'm personally buying, all right? But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the morning.